Steve 87th again. Today we're going to go through part 4 of my build. So let's see where we're at and where we're going to finish off today.
Okay, so we're kind of picking up where we left off, putting in all of the holes on the 2x4 panels. Okay, so the 2x4 panels are not getting holes on the ends, they're just getting holes on the side because they're meant to be put together that way. I lined up all the holes and now I'm routering out for the magnets, and then after the magnets are all done I reset this and do the plates. And then once this is all done I will finish off with the rest of the holes. It just made it a lot easier because I had so many of these to do that it was faster to do it all in one shot. Okay, now here comes the fun part. This is where I start sitting over here and figuring out what holes are what and where things have to be. Using the hole saw to cut out the 1-inch hole where all of them were supposed to be. And while I was doing this, I was marking where the pins and holes were supposed to be for the alignment pins. Unfortunately, you're going to see the results of that soon.
Okay, Steve 87th here. Might hear an echo. I'm in a big garage. I had a little bit of a problem. I have my 1-foot pieces taken care of, right? With the points on it. But I got confused when I started doing the other one. So what we're going to do now is lay this out the way that it should basically look, kind of, I guess. And make sure that we line up all the points the way that they're supposed to. And all the magnets are against plates. Okay? So we're going to do that in a fast video.
Okay, so what I do is I lay all of these out to where I think they're going to go, lay them side by side, and then I marked all of the holes, what is supposed to be what, and then here I am putting in all the alignment pins in all of the holes. So there's one set on each end, a point and a hole on each side.
Okay everyone, let's see how this thing goes together, and then if it actually works the way that I want it to. Let's cross our fingers and go for it. Okay, thanks.
Okay, so here you see the bench assembly process in the normal format. These are all 2-foot by 4-foot, and all of the legs are the same length with the wheels on them. And all of them have the wing nut screws that I have to put in. So it took me a little while to put all these up, but not actually that long. And they're light enough you can see that I can flip them over and all that, which is all part of the build, right? Is to make it light and easy to move. So let's see what happens next. Okay, so that's all for the table set up. Now, I'm just going to experiment a little bit because I had some problems. Let me see if I can show you guys one. So, I did use the Gorilla Glue, which you can see does expand out. It didn't happen on that one. That one's fine. But I had a couple of my holes on here fill up a little bit. See if you guys can see the light. So we're gonna have to try to get some of that out. But we're gonna go ahead
and see if we can put these together. So it's just little things like that, little cleanup messes that I got to do. So let's go back to our experiment. Okay, so my solution to these little covered holes for right now, so I can finish this, is to take this little screw, which happens to fit inside this hole, and screw it in and try to get it out. It's a wonderful little project. So I didn't want to show you guys all of them, because I didn't think that you'd be interested. But it's just a little painstaking. I will come back a little bit later. I still have some more things I have to do to this. For a little bit of cleanup and all that. But the problem was, these little guys have holes on the bottom of them. And, of course, as the foam expanded, it went out the hole. So you see here, let's see if I can get it in camera view. You can see here, it takes out a little bit of it at a time. Like I said, I will go in later with a more controlled drill bit and get these out. I'm also going to use my Dremel so they have a lot more control. Big thing is to make sure I don't take them out so far that I'm starting to take these up. So that'll fit back in there, so that should be good. Okay, so let's continue on with our experiment. So the first thing that we're gonna do, see how this kind of lines up. That's a magnet, those are the lining pins. That's one table. Here's the second table. That has a metal plate and the aligning pins. And I can tell right now that I've already messed up. As much planning as I've done, everything that I've tried to do, this particular one has got the pins in the wrong place. The other end's fine, but it's this end that doesn't go together. Awesome. See, so wonderful. So, that's one that I gotta change out right there. Let's go ahead and mark that. Yeah, I'm a little jerky on this, so hold on. Okay, so we have a little problem here. Apparently, the alignment pins don't want to align. See if I can get in there. Hold on. They're in the holes, but I think either the holes are drilled not right, either the holes aren't drilled right, or there's a squaring issue where the holes aren't aligned 100% correctly. So right now, the only reason these things are together, I don't have the magnets in them, is because I have some clamps, some fast clamps down underneath there. So that is another way to go, is use some clamps to put these together. But I still want to do some alignment. So this may set me back a little bit. I may have to rethink how I'm going to align these, especially since when I come over here to where the magnets are, the pins somehow, I only got one set of pins right, and that was on that one. I'm not worried about the height right now. You can see the height's off. The height's adjustable. I can take care of that. But this one's got two pins facing one another. That's not good. Okay, this is a magnet. So there should, and that was a magnet, sorry. Let me roll this around. So you can see, well, no, now this one has magnet. Okay. This one is aligned correctly with magnet
and bar. And then we've got magnet and bar, and the pins are right. So let's see if I can put these two together. Okay, so let's see how badly I did here. So this is magnet to plate. Supposedly the pins are lined up. We're gonna go ahead and take these off. This one would be right with magnet to plate. These are the speed squares I'm using. Really short. That's strange. Okay. Stay. So, putting my little helping hand together here. And of course my pins are off. So I may have to think about not using these pins. I had a thought of using match drilled and paired set dowels. Yeah, because these pins don't line up to either of the holes. Either way, it figures. So, this is what happens when you're at a shop. As Jerry came up and said, oh yeah, you can do all this without a shop. No, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you actually need the drill stands, and you need some of the straight tables, and you need some things that you don't necessarily get in a garage. Okay. Well, those are fairly close together, which is nice. I don't know if the magnets are attracting enough because it doesn't look like, even though I made these sides as flat as possible, it still doesn't seem to want to play right. Hoping the magnets would work and just put it together. So, my backup plan had always been to use some of these clamps to put them together, because they are fast speed clamps. And then of course the other good thing is they're screw tight. So I know Nancy sometimes has a problem doing the grip, but with this she should be able to put them down underneath. Get them close enough and screw them together. Okay. So that didn't work well. Concept is good, execution not so wonderful. Now, there is one other thing I wanted to try out. That's magnet to magnet. I need non-magnet to non-magnet. Now, see, and those kind of hold together pretty well. If I can get to them now. There we go. And there would be a quick, fairly inexpensive way to do that. Because the problem is we can't permanently put anything together. If we permanently put it together, Nancy can't take them apart and slide them around like she needs to. Okay, so I guess I the concept of them all tied together works pretty well. That's magnet, non-magnet. Okay. So, there's one other thing that I wanted to try and get this out of the way, and that's putting in one of the bridges.
Now, the bridges themselves don't have any legs and they're 4 feet wide. Okay, so we're gonna see how this works. Luckily, I can push that table out as far as I need to that way. And those two are correct. Sorry for my head. Those are the right size. Yeah, but I can't get those holes to align in there. Once again. So alignment pins are great if you can actually get them to work. In this case, they didn't. So I think what's going to have to happen is I am going to have to connect these together, put some dowels in them, and then hook them up. So fortunately, the magnet experiment did not work. Just a few of those clamps. Okay. That doesn't help one. That's all the way out. More. That's secure. So if I really wanted to, I get some clamps together. And really just see what's easier for Nancy to do. most cases, the concept is downright. It's just actually getting it to execute better. Okay, so that was my experiment. I still have some work to do, so I'm going to go ahead and call this one off, done, and we'll get back to you. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this segment, and we're going to end it here, and we'll move on. There'll be some more parts coming. I want to thank you guys for watching. If there's any questions about what I'm doing, please put them in the comments below. Give this video a like, and ask other people to come look at it, and or subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Anyway, this is Steve87 saying thanks for watching.